Sorry. The whole conversation was done, and then I'm like, anyway, hello. I need to go over to my YouTube page because one, I can mute it, uh, and also because I can see the chat faster. So, actually, they can split screen a little bit. That way, I be sure I'm not making it get overly weird. Sorry, I'm adjusting my shit. What are you doing? Sorry. Never has it ever had like a screen start smooth like that. No, it was not like the fact that kids touch them a lot. This is where it was when picking through them. Oh, like when buying them. Oh, okay. Alright, misunderstood. Okay. Wow. Yeah, some of them are not coming out of their fucking package. Anyway. Used to, this thing would show me like I'm having issues. I can't figure out how I want this. I'm rusty on the whole live streaming thing. Not that I was ever really good at it, but you know. Alright, you know what? This thing can absolutely get up this way. Top chat. I don't want top chat. Why does nobody ever wants top chat? They want live chat. Never have I met anyone. Sometimes, yes, you gotta take them out to play with them. With. Ah, You're difficult. Anyway, so, alright. One, I had mentioned on Twitter that I did my hair. They all started because I was trying to get the brass tones out of my hair. So I made my own toner from a brook bitch. And it kind of came out a little silvery, which this lighting is not helping because it's kind of a goldish color, so you can't really tell. I guess you can kind of tell it's not as brassy as it was. And also, my hair's a little weird, but I've got like braids going along the side of it right here. Just wait till you learn which ones are actually rare. I'm more into just grabbing what I think seems like a good idea and seems like fun. If you don't do it for the fun, what's the point? But anyway, I shaved the sides of my head. Now, there's a design etched into my hair. It was supposed to be closer to right here so that I could see it better, but I can't. But it's supposed to be a Celtic knot. So that is what I did with my hair. It's like one person was like, "Oh, I can't wait to see it," and I don't know if they're here, but it's okay. So, anyways, so I will save the ones I got first for last to explain what has happened to me. So, Grave Diggers, this is part of this is your fault. The fun is hunting for the rare ones and picking up cars you couldn't find before. That is sort of fun. Sort of what happened. But, alright, so, the most recent. I'll start with the most recent first. Oh my goodness, Dominic Norton. Well, meow. How are you doing? You've come to see the strange hobby that I have discovered. Well, it's not I discovered it. Like other people have discovered it. I discovered it. Maybe it's not as stupid as I thought. So, like over a year ago, I thought Hot Wheels was kind of dumb. Not bad dumb. Like there's worse things out there. Just not for me. Gravedigger, that's in the chat, book tons of Hot Wheels, all kinds. He even like cuts them in half and like Frankenstein's them together and makes like a whole different kind. That part is actually pretty cool. Just the craftsmanship alone and the dedication to it is pretty cool. So I was like, okay, I'll give him that. That's actually kind of neat. You know. He'd show them to me, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Nice. They look really cool, but if something's just not your thing, like, anyway, you smile. But anyway, so I'll start with my most recent purchase, which was yesterday. I decided to get frisky about it and go on Craigslist. How about to eat? How I'm a little lost. Hey, Jim Henry, how are you? And welcome. So, I was looking on Craigslist because now I have this urge to find Hot Wheels that have something to do with movies. Okay, I did buy a couple that didn't, just because they looked kind of cool. Hi, DJ Odyssey. So, yeah, one of them. Did I leave the other one? I think I left the other one on hooked on the wall because I put little packages up on the wall on thumb packs so they don't go anywhere. Collected Hot Wheels as a kid. Might actually have some in stores. Ooh, DM me. Wait, more get a hold of yourself. Holy shit. Anyway, so I was on Craigslist after this happened to me, and somebody was selling these for this little bag for $5, which isn't bad because it's got 5 little cars. So $1 for a little car is not bad. Anyway, I looked on the bottom, and okay, this one says 2009. Yeah, this one says 2009 as well. So I thought it was super cool that somebody. This is not letting me focus, but the little Ghostbusters car. 2 of them. 2 Ghostbusters cars. I think they're identical. I think, yeah. Yeah, they are. Like, little sunroof, which I didn't know the Ecto one. Isn't that what it's called? I didn't know it actually had a sunroof. I don't think it ever really showed that angle. But whatever. But I thought it was cool because, it's a Hot Wheels car that, represents a movie. And I like movies. Clearly. So, yeah. I was like, oh, all right. So, I got those. Get the other 2 out of the bag. Well, actually, there's 3, but I don't think one makes a fuck, honestly. The one that I don't think makes a fuck is, I don't even think it's from a movie that I'm aware of. Old number 5.5 is what it says, made in Malaysia. Which apparently, but sometimes people care about where it was made. Hey, Wookie, how are you? It doesn't have a sunroof in the movies. Okay, good, because I really didn't think it did, and I felt a little nuts, well, why does this have it? I didn't think it did. But nonetheless, it's really cool. If my camera focused better, you could. Maybe if I do get close. Okay. Okay, sorry. Apparently, it's not meant to focus in really close. I mean, it's so cute though. I was like, oh wow, movie cars. Anyway, so I don't think this is. I think this was just a filler, so to speak. And the guy put it in the bag. So I don't. It's not bad. It'll just go with a couple of cars that I got that don't have anything really to do with a movie. Anyway, so let me see the bottom of this one. Does this one have a year? See, this one does not. Does this one? No. Yeah, neither one of these have. They're actually a little different because one has I guess a very short serial number or something. So, what year is the fire truck? What the fuck is that? It doesn't say. Weirdly enough, it does not have a year on it. It just tells me that it's old 5.5 Hot Wheels Malaysia. See, that was weird. I thought it was a little strange too. They didn't have a year on it, so I really don't know. It's not super heavy like you would. Hey, Slasher! It's not heavy like you would expect, like super old cars, like toy cars to have. So it feels a lot newer. And I'm assuming these are replicas, obviously. But this one doesn't have a year, and I don't understand why. But fucking Batman TV series. Well, actually, I've got 2 of them. That was in the bag with the 2 Ghostbusters car, station wagon, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I got duplicates. I couldn't believe it. $5. I was like, oh fuck yes! I just happened to have $5. Okay, didn't. No, I asked someone to give me $5 so I could go get them. But yes, hello, Slasher, Gravedigger, John Henry, and everybody. But yes, in one package, in one Ziploc bag on Craigslist. And they're not bad shape. Like these are like were a little bit dusty. I had to, you know, it was like a little dusty, but like I'm not seeing like any mars or scratches or cuts or, and like it was such nice shape. I actually wanted to see if the doors would open, but they don't. At least I don't think they do, because I'm not trying to force it and break it by accident like an idiot. Because I could see myself doing that. The current Batmobiles, like 2019. I'm going to get to that, and I actually believe it's 2017. If it's the one you're talking about, because that's about to come into play as well. Not these, the gold colored one. Now, the only reason I got that is because that is weird. But anyway, so it actually is from the series, not a movie, but entertainment related. We should say entertainment related ones like that. So Ghostbusters. My green tea thing out of the way. Anyway, so I was looking for cars that stood stuff, I looked at it and I'm like, ooh, that looks like fun. Anyway, 94 cents, no shit. The way to decode the year, the number is the week. It was me. I don't think I'm understanding that one. But nonetheless, by the way, all my Hot Wheels are from the. I might have to slide up into my DMs with some pictures of those Hot Wheels, too. Anyway, I saw this. Now, what caught my eye was the fact it said Batmobile, obviously, and it said DC. Now, I don't give a shit about Marvel or DC. If it's entertaining, it's entertaining. I don't pick sides, really. Marvel. Anyway, but I was like, a gold Batmobile? That's kind of fucking weird. But the fact that it was weird and said Batmobile, it still falls under entertainment related. And I was like, it's 94 cents. Why not? Okay. Metal. Yeah, back then, the 70s and 80s, a lot of them were like mostly metal. Metal based, at least. Not the whole thing. But yeah, that does sound fun. All Hot Wheels have a letter and a number like M27. Well, this has a code on it. It says C13. I don't know if that. So yeah, this says the Ghostbuster says C13 on it. And this one says. It looks like it's saying 90. Well, it looks like 905 kind of, but it looks like 90. It was like the 5 is smaller, so it's almost like 90 to the 5th power kind of look to it. So I don't really get that. And let me check one more time for the fire truck. Fire truck does not mention anything like that. So yeah, it's got a weird little like logo. It's really hard to tell, but it's got like a circle with like a smoky thing coming off of it. Like, I don't know, it's kind of a weird logo. I can't quite make it out. Anyway, my hair is getting all floofy. Sorry. Like this half-ass Phil Hawk thing is not working. Oh, hey, banging gears! Oh my gosh, sorry I didn't see you right away. Hey, I was just explaining I don't know, some nerdy shit has happened to me. So, that is a treasure hunt. What's a treasure hunt? The fire truck. This is? Okay, I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, it was in there, and just in case Banging Gears didn't get a chance to see, I have duplicate, like, Batman from, like, I mean, it's not old enough. It's like replicas, so it's not old enough to actually, I don't think, be the one from the early 60s. I think it would be, I don't think. Well, I mean, it's made of metal. I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, the code on that is B. No, is that B? Yeah, B17. And the other Batman car says 905. So, anyways, but I thought it was still kind of neat. It was a gold version of the Michael Keaton. I don't know if it tells. Help Batman fight crime, blah, blah, blah. This collection, blah, blah, blah. DC Batman, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say. There's a code up here. I was told, read somewhere that you could look it up. But this looks entirely too newish. You know, man, maybe it is supposed to be from. Guaranteed for life. Oh, that's nice. I don't know. Maybe it is supposed to. Oh, yeah, this says M47 is the code on the bottom of this. It does not necessarily indicate if it's supposed to be Michael Keaton's Batman or not. I can't really tell. Like, it could be. It could be the Val Kilmer one. I really don't know. But the fact that it had a gold one, I thought was so weird. And I was like, that is odd. I don't know why it would do that. So I decided for 94 cents, why not? So, okay. Looked up the seed code. C codes for 2010. Oh, okay. Not from the cartoon. Which one's not from the cartoon? Like, I missed, like, well, yeah, I know the Batmans are from the, well, the TV show that had, oh my god. He lent his voice to so many cartoons. I'm trying to remember his name. I'm an F. I forgot. Y'all know exactly who the hell I'm talking about, so it's okay. But, yeah, so I thought that was kind of neat. Even if it's not an original, it's still a very cool replica. And so, of course, this. Now, this one, I don't know why I got it. I don't know. It's maybe because I have poker cards on my shoulder. And I was hoping I'd find others, but I found this. But I couldn't find any other poker card ones. Adam West, thank you, Slasher. That's the name. I could not for the life of me. 2019. The M is 2019. Okay. Adam West and Burt Ward. Yes, is Robin. Yes. I didn't watch the show much. Like, I think I actually saw or heard more from Adam West watching Family Guy than I actually did from Batman. So, but I was told that he played Batman more often than any other actor ever, which would make sense because he was in the TV series, so he had to do it like all the time. Plus, he did appearances at like Comic Cons and whatnot. So, it makes sense. Anyway, so I got this. Now, as far as I know, this isn't like related to any TV shows that I'm aware of, but I thought it would be really cool if I could get like the cards to match my tattoo. But I can't find any other ones. The card one is an old casting called the Superman. Oh, yeah, he is definitely right. It does say Superman under here. So, yes. So I was trying to, because I wanted to find this, basically, the, like, cause on my shoulder I have Ace, King, Queen, Jack, and 10. And I thought, in the heart suit, and I thought it'd be so cool to have, basically, matching Hot Wheels for my tattoo. Hey, for 94 cents, do we really need a reason? Probably fucking not. He did 2 Batman movies before he passed away? I did not know about that. Or at least, I don't recall it. Not, of course, not to say it didn't have, just I don't recall. If it's modeled off the old Dodge van. It appears to be. Like, I'm sorry my camera doesn't focus really well up close, so, like, I'm sorry about that, folks. Like, I should be glad it focuses on anything at all. Let's see. Oh, wait, it probably has a code or something. Made in Malaysia. Okay, it is. Okay, that's a little weird. All right, so the code on it is M42. On the upper passenger front tire, or just near it. Made in Malaysia. Copyright 1974. Apostrophe 13 Mattel. So I'm not really sure why that is, but apparently I'm assuming it's a 1974 van, I guess. If you go to hotwheels.com, you can search in different models. So, 42nd week of, oh, okay. So, thank you. This is model field. Alright, I'm just making sure. He does voices in Metalocalypse. Oh my god. That is the most metal thing I've ever heard. That's awesome. Hey, memes of destruction. Okay, so I gotta get memes caught up. So, for some reason, I have fallen victim to a very strange nerdiness. Something Gravedigger would do. And I don't know why this has happened to me, but I'll explain where it started in a minute. But, so my most recent purchase, I decided this would be so cute. I got 2 replica Hot Wheels cars from the Batman series. I was really excited because they're in nice condition. They have 2 different colors. The wheels are 2 different colors, actually. The one on the bottom has goldish colored rims, and the top one does not. I just now looked in the camera and see the difference, actually. That's weird. For the most part, they're replica, though. I mean, they're about duplicated. 2 Ecto ones. Totally tripping on that. I thought that was so cute. So I thought it'd be fun to, I guess, start a collection that or with like film and movie related or TV and film related Hot Wheels. Because why not? Except I got this because I thought it'd be cool to try to get all the bands that are tattooed or that has the same suit as my arm. So that would be boss. And get him also caught up. I found a gold for 94 cents. So meh. Gold Batmobile. Not sure why they have it. I don't know. But I was like, it's weird. I'm weird. Batman is a movie, so it's legit. Anyway, so let me explain what happened. So about 3 days ago, I was at Walmart, minding my business, as I do. Now, what the hell I was doing in their toy section is fucking past me. Oh, wait. All right, so we were looking for a trailer hitch. Long story, don't ask. Anyway. So the way it's designed, like the automotive is here, like getting your tires and shit is over here. Stuff like headlights for trailers, blah, 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 is here. Camping shit here, toys here. So we're coming through this way. So I happen to glance over and I see something that catches my eye, which in the toy section doesn't really ever fucking happen. I nearly lost my ever-loving shit. I look up. There is 3 packages of this. No, not this particularly, but 3 separate packages of similar style. Fucking Loki. I saw this, and it looks old. And I'm like, why does something look... I mean, obviously it's replica, or what do they... when they re-release something, something like that. But anyway, just the way it looks, though, absolutely caught my attention because I like Loki. I'm like, well, shit. Deviates. Is it the quarantine or is Kitty looking fit? It's probably the quarantine because it's probably like being in jail and everything looks a little hotter. Thank you, DJ. Well, I'm not standing up. You ain't seen my tummy. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway. So, I absolutely lost my shit. When I walked up, there's his brother right next to him. Now, these weren't 94 cents. They were like $1.27. So that's not like super bad. At least I would assume not. And what's weird is that the package looks a little ruffled. Both of them look a little tattered, like they've been in the stock room for a while and hadn't been put out. And I'm like, that's fucking weird. Like, I guess they found some leftover they hadn't put up on the shelves or something, I guess. I don't know. I don't work there. I don't know. So, just for the hell of it, I get these. And I decided to look them up. And they're going anywhere. And now, just because someone tries to sell them on eBay does not mean that's the price they're going to get on eBay. But At the very least, they're trying for at least $7, and one of them was like up to $100 they're trying to sell it for. And I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna get it, but it makes me feel not so bad about myself that I spent $1.09, like $1.27 on them. And I looked up an Iron Man one. Apparently, somebody's trying to sell that fucker for like $400. Don't think they're actually gonna get it. I don't know. It's not my business. But I was like, someone actually thinks that the Iron Man version of this is worth 400. Maybe I should go get it. So I got the last one they freaking had. So literally, I have half the collection because these are one, two. This is where's that? 1 out of 6, 5 out of 6, and 6 out of 6. Not gonna lie, please don't laugh because I don't hardly know anything about these. When I first got these, I thought when it says like 1 out of 6, I thought it was a rating system, like on how good they considered or something. I didn't know. Like I get a 5 out of 10, I didn't know. I the next day or two I start realizing that means of that particular collection. I was like, oh, okay, got it. But like I said, I grabbed these because they just seemed cool. Because like Iron Man's alright, but Thor and Loki, come the fuck on. How can you walk past that and not buy that? So this me minding my business at Walmart, and this happened to me, has set a chain reaction into place. Where now I'm collecting freaking Hot Wheels. I thought this would never happen to me. I was certain. Part of a vintage styled Marvel line. Well, I see that, and I'm excited about that because I want Captain America now. And then whoever the hell else is missing. I think it's the Red Skull's face. I'm not entirely sure, but I want it. Get some tracks. New. Okay, that's going too far. I am not getting tracks. I am not, because those aren't coming out of the package. Oh, and for some reason they have these weird, cute little, like, I wouldn't actually suggest using them, but they have these little cute Hot Wheels cars that they say special feature on it, and it's got like a little wrench in the back, and there's like another one that has like a little, supposed to be a little bottle top opener. So that's kind of cute, but I kind of hoping I would like, man. So I got these at one Walmart. And weirdly enough, it's the shittiest Walmart we have. They had the best shit. I was like, they had this. So, yeah. This one was at the Gravedigger will understand. This one was at the Choctaw Walmart. The one on the Douglas, the closest one to me, has a complete shit selection of like toy cars. Fucking crap. Is Johnny Lightning still making cars? I have a few Speed Racer cars. I only need a hot woman like, oh my goodness. Hi, Nico. How have you been? I read that. I'm like, who was saying that? Oh. Red Skull is the only one I bought. You have Red Skull. The start. Oh man. I will fight you for Red Skull. I can't believe I just told somebody I'd fight them for their Hot Wheel. Oh god. Okay, so I don't know what's happened to me. This is like the worst apocalypse ever. I was expecting zombies. No, but here I am, for some reason, having the strange compulsion to get Hot Wheels and have an obnoxious amount of, like, matcha green tea, like, frappuccino latte thingies. I tried to kick this habit years ago and succeeded for a while. And then I found out, like, Dunkin' Donuts had it for cheaper than Starbucks. They decided to close down. You know, half of it's drive-thru. I really don't understand that. Man, they lost a lot of money on that shit. Yeah, I don't even know what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm not even trying. I noticed there's also, like, Matchbox cars. Matchbox cars, I think that's what it is. But I think there's a limit how much I shouldn't jump into the 12-foot too fast. But yeah, so pretty much I'm scouting out little Hot Wheels that have something to do with movies or TV shows. Oh my gosh. And one of the things that got me started, I think, set the seed, Gravedigger's fucking fault. Y'all, I'll blame him for this. This motherfucker right here had one of those little vans. It kind of looked like this, only without the card on it. And it had Sleeping Beauty. Like the way it was painted, it was like the 1940s one. He had that, and I was like, and unfortunately, that apparently, I mean, it was like a year difference in delayed reaction, but apparently that sparked the seed of me going. And I was like, don't you cut that up? I like that. I like the paint job on it. Little did I know that one day, 3 days ago, I'd be walking through Walmart, see that, and realize now I'm like working on being up to my ankles in fucking Hot Wheels cars. I figured I'd come out of the closet about it. Until the breakup. Hold on, I missed something. Oh, good. Collecting was great. They went into a mirrored Chevy bow tie display case until the breakup. Those are the premium lines. Like, yeah, but I'm too broke to be paying $6 for a freaking toy car. For a car and the Hot Wheels on that. Finding a surprising amount of acceptance of this. I didn't realize how good a company I was. Or not good company. Depends on how I look at it. Because, like, I don't think anybody here is going to discourage me. Like, more, get a hold of yourself. You shouldn't do this. You'll be like, see if you can find the other one. I know that's what you're doing. You're totally going to encourage this. I love Hot Wheels when I was younger. I had, like, 2 Hot Wheels. And, like, I'd make them crash. Like, I have one, like, just driving along and, like, a little table or something. And have this one just T-bone that fucker and just send him flying off the cliff, which was actually the table. So I was, like, 8. So, yeah, that was the majority of me with that. They were, like, 50 cents or some shit. And so I was making them crash into each other and pretend they were exploding. I'm a strange 8-year-old. I can't find my car with the H, W, or the MB. Okay, because, like, yeah, this one says HW. But, yeah. So I kind of know what to do, because it seems like, I don't know, I'm probably going to go back and, like, I kind of feel I must finish the Marvel collection. The prices they want on eBay. Like, one of them wants, like, $12. I'm not paying $12 for a toy car this fucking big. No. You can still find the Sleeping Beauty band. I fucking want it. I wanted that one when you had it. I was like, I'll settle for early 80s. Where's my, there's my lighter. There it was. My hair, I'm still trying to get used to it. It's like I want long hair, but also don't want it to touch me. So, yeah. I'm always looking for a 65 Shelby AC Cobra. I think I saw it, a Cobra, the other day when I was digging around looking for more DC cars. I think I saw one. It was like red or something. I don't know. I'd have to look. I'd have to go back. Oh, God, it's a Choctaw Walmart, though. It's like it's forever away. That Hot Wheel Marvel line isn't very popular, so you should be able to find them. You're just going to have to hit a vote. Yeah, I checked the other one. And I don't care that it's not super popular. I just think it's super cool to have them. Because, like, yeah, if you can't, it's not fun, what's the point? I mean, a little bit of a treasure hunt's okay. Like, if you find it and you're like, oh, sweet, it's got a little mark on it. Cool. If not, yeah. But, like, I don't know. So the idea of collecting something that are, like, movie or TV show related seems a little fun. Like, don't worry, I'm not dying. I just look it and I'm smoking for a while. Okay. So apparently, a lot of y'all are really on board with Hot Wheels. I had no idea. That's why the company's been in business so long. But, yeah, Bangers, yeah, if I find a 65 5 Shelby Cobra. Do you want me to like grab that for you or something? Because I could have sworn I saw some Shelby Cobra in the mix, but it wasn't movie related, so I didn't really think about it. They also have like this. I try to go for the like. Also, if I want to collect something that doesn't involve like media, like film or movies or whatever, shows, film, whatever. Like I want to get the ones that are like 6 card collection or something, because some of them are like, let's see, I'd murder a careless shopping cart person with that car. It's bad enough with me. Not just a Shelby Cobra, a Shelby AC. Will it say that on the package? Like if it says it on the package, I mean, if it says something like that, yeah, I can look and see. I almost ashed on my car. All right, I will write it on my hand when I go to. Am I even gonna go to Walmart today? 6 o'clock. Yeah, they like to close at like 8:30. But it's weird because the Walmart that has the best cars is like down on South Sooner. It's also the worst Walmart. Like all the fucking idiots in town go there, and they don't know how to cross the parking lot. They don't know how to park. They don't know how to drive, and they all pile in and they're like morons. It's fucking awful. Our 2 best Walmarts, the one over there and the one further over there, has the crappiest selection except for that gold Batman. And one of the workers last night, or yesterday evening when I was digging around trying to find more of this, I was digging around and she comes up and she goes, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "I'm looking for more of DC ones." And she gives this look, and she starts. We look like fucking gophers. We're both trying to dig into the bottom of these displays, and she's trying to help me find it. Like I thought that was cool. She was kind of looking. They're diving in too. Like she's a little thing. Like I was probably gonna have to like hold her legs and pull her out if she wasn't careful. But like she's helping me just burrow through them and shit. It was pretty funny. She goes, "We got more over here." I was like, "I know. I already checked there." You know. So there was like a couple I wanted that I was like, "Yeah, I gotta comment it. Gotta reel it back a little bit." So you can't just pause that car. Well, all right. So I understand that pedestrians have the right of way, but I also feel like there should be give and take on this. Like, if I'm here and I am trying to go this way and you're crossing in front of me, I'm supposed to stop. And I'm fine with that. But I also expect you to be knees to elbows. Get the fuck out of the thoroughfare and get into the damn store or get to your car. This slow moseying like this. Motherfuckers, go to a park you want to mosey like that. Alright? Asses to elbows. Go, 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 go. Just because you have the right of way doesn't mean you have to take advantage of it. Oh, have you ever noticed it? There you are, you're going like this, and you're going to try to find a place to go park, and one person walks out, doesn't even bother looking. Just because you have the right of way, it doesn't mean you're not supposed to at least check before you walk. They don't care. It's some serious Darwinism. Only they're not dying. They seem to be multiplying weirdly. But anyway, so yeah, and so of course, like monkey see, monkey do. Like, so white trash person number 1 is just moseying on along, slow as they fucking can, not even looking at other cars, because, someone could drop a cigarette in their lap or whatever and look down at the wrong time, you could get hit. Both parties need to be paying attention here. I really feel like this is a give and take that should be going on. So, of course, monkey see, monkey do, white trash number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just follow along, not even looking either, just following where the crowd's going. So it's just doing this back and forth, and it's like, I feel like I just tried to park in the middle of a mall. This is a parking lot, assholes. Fuck. And that's that Walmart down there that had the good cars, where I found the Marvel ones. So it's a cringe, because I want to go there, but everybody that goes there is stupid. I don't know what the deal is. The 2 better ones, everybody's civilized. Everybody spaces, Everybody looks before they go. Everything. They have shit cars. It's unfair. Completely unreasonable. I was out one Friday night with friends and came out of the restaurant and saw a 13-year-old girl laying across the hood with her boyfriend taking pictures. Okay, to be fair, I can kind of sort of understand both sides of that. One, don't touch my motherfucking car without my permission. And two, I can kind of understand why you would want your picture with a very boss-ass vehicle. And if they had, and probably if they had known that you were going to be right out, they probably would have waited and asked you, probably. And at least, I mean, if at 13, at 13, they have good taste in cars. That's at least something. I went to Walmart today. It was a madhouse. That's like the one down sooner. It's always a fucking madhouse. Like, I thought it was dumb to have a like barricades, using the baskets as barricades. It's like a cattle ranch. It's like there to basically corral people, which is kind of dumb because, like, I've never seen Walmart really need corralling in general. Those two especially not. That one, that needs a fucking ringmaster with a whip. For sure. But, yeah, I don't know why. Like, this is like the most slow burn, lamest apocalypse ever. Like, I understood the first maybe month where everybody was kind of freaking out because we didn't know what was going to happen. But it's like the shock and awe is kind of worn off. We already can tell that this has a lower fatality rate than the flu. News is coming out everywhere. They're padding the statistics, making it labeling it a COVID death, even if you actually just die of a fucking heart attack. So we realize that people are not seizing and collapsing in the streets like we were shown in China. But there's still some people who are acting like it. They're still going in there and buying whatever they can. It's like the shock and awe has not worn off for some people, apparently. Like, a lot of people have settled down. A lot of people have kind of gone like, oh, maybe I don't have to panic. The trucks are still rolling. Products are still arriving. I don't need to act like a fucking, like, crazy person. And that's great. Most people have already settled the fuck down. But there are some that just don't. And that's them. Today was the first day Texas was officially opened again. Yeah, like somebody. All right, so people on noticing more so on Facebook because the majority of the people on my Facebook are actually a little closer, like Texas, Oklahoma-ish area. Whereas on Twitter, it's just fucking all over the world. And this one chick is like, I'm not gonna say her name because I'm not trying to insult her, but like sometimes you can look at someone's post and be like, really? And you still think well of them. It's just that particular post, you're like, oh, I'm glad that one doesn't define you as a person, you know? But anyway, she was making comments about Oklahoma opening up and this and that. And I'm like, okay, first off, what you're not realizing is they're not going to put a gun to your head and force you to go outside with no gloves and no mask, okay? Just because they're opening the state doesn't mean everybody's like, all right, take your gloves and mask off. Now you have to go out there. Like, if you don't want to, you don't have to, you know? If you want to keep sanitizing and washing your hands, you can. Like, nobody's stopping you. Okay? It's just going to make things a little more convenient, and maybe people wouldn't have to stand in bread lines because they don't have their job anymore. But if they, during this entire time, there is like fuck loads of jobs like IT, like tech support, customer service stuff that can be remotely done from your house. So like if people were so inclined to have those type of jobs, they could do that instead of complaining that the state is opening back up. And what I tried to bring to her attention, well, I did bring to her attention because I did say it, and she gave it a heart, so she didn't really have an argument. Oklahoma was never really locked down. We were basically politely requested to wear masks and gloves. Politely requested. But nobody made anyone actually do it. Because I've seen people at Walmart with no mask and gloves. And no one yells at them, no one gives anyone dirty looks. Everybody just does their own thing. That much I can actually get credit for. So, but everybody, for the most part, except for that zoo of a fucking Walmart that I was bitching about, you know, everybody pretty much self-distance themselves fine, self-govern themselves decently. Like, there was talk that we were going to have a curfew, but nobody actually ever did it. So, like, if you go out at, like, 11 o'clock at night, you know, there's not much open. Like, nobody pulls anybody over. The governor and the mayor were like, yeah, we're not going to actually do that. So those Oklahoma was never actually closed. It was just like Hobby Lobbies closed, fucking some of the state offices, like the unclaimed properties, because that particularly pisses me off because I'm waiting for like $500 from there. So I'm a little pissy about that. Which is weird because they have thick ass glass, a small place where you can slide your ID through, and like maybe 2 or 3 people behind the counter ever. Like they were already self-distancing and quarantined in that office, so I don't know why they closed that down. I even tried writing. I was like, "Hello, you do realize if the government can print checks, you can too, right?" I had already put in my claim before this fucking lockdown shit happened. Anyway, oh sorry, I've been missing something. You gotta wear your face mask, but not. Well, yeah. Well, okay. In Texas, they're saying that you have to. I get that. Damn. All right. Oh, about the car. Oh, trust me, I did. Yeah, if I was gonna take a picture with someone's car, like what I would do is I would just stand near it, not like touch it, because knowing my luck, it has an alarm, and everybody would turn and look at me, and I'd feel like a twat. But I would really stand near it and try to do this. That way, you can get a whole lot of the vehicle in it, and I'd be like, "Look at this awesome car I saw in the parking lot," but try to do it without fucking touching it, unless I had the owner's permission. Because sometimes cars are just so pretty, you've got to get a picture of that shit. So, but yeah, I would make sure I didn't get the license plate or anything else that might be of personal info. Because, yeah, I'm not trying to do that to folks. But I would at least, like, I did that one time. Like, well, not me. My daughter was, I think my daughter was about 4. And I was going down, she and I were going down the road to do something. And I saw, no shit, a purplish Lamborghini. I think it was a Diablo going this way. And I'm like, "Where are you turning?" She's like, "What are you doing, Mom?" I said, "Trust me." Like, there's like a place where on Reno, on this particular street, where like you can go like this, and it's like a break in the median where you can kind of and turn this way. Thankfully, he was stopping at a gas station that was just like right at the corner of the road. And so I go up and I ask the guy, "Hey, do you mind if I have my daughter stand in front of your vehicle and I get a couple pictures?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah." And so he even goes and opens the freaking Lamborghini door and lets her stand like there. And he's like, "Yeah, as long as she's careful, she can sit in the seat and everything." So, he was really super fucking nice. So I got a picture of her in front of it, and she looks so confused because she doesn't know what the big deal is. She doesn't know what a Lamborghini Diablo was at the time, obviously. So she didn't know why I wanted pictures of some strange guy's car or pictures of her with it. But I was like, "No, you look so boss, honey." And so she's just kind of like her Batman shirt looking puzzled slightly, but really cute in front of this purple Lamborghini. And then like right next to the door being open. It was really cool. But yeah, I asked the guy, like, "Would this be cool if I get a picture?" And so yeah. Like, yeah, it's not hard. You see a cool car, and if they're not going too far out of your way, just turn around and be like, "Hey, can I get a pic?" Most people, now there are going to be some assholes that are like, "Fuck off," because some people are that way. But most people, if they have a nice car, they know they have a nice car. And they want people to see they have a nice car, or they wouldn't take it out for people to see it. They'd like to take it out to show it off. So when people show appreciation, carefully and properly, usually it's like saying, "Hey, I love your dress," or "I love what you did with your hair," or whatever. People went to an effort. They like it, appreciate it. So yeah, as long as you're not a dick, people, it shouldn't be a problem. Optic Racer, Hot Wheels Power. Yes. Oh yes, oh yes. So since we have a new person, I was going to show that I had gotten my hands on replica. I'm presuming, unless this was made for like what year did I say this came out? Because this could have been for the girl version of Ghostbusters. These might have been released. I'm thinking that might be the case. If so, we'll just pretend these are replicas of the original, and we don't discuss the female cast of that because I think they could have done better. It's not that I have a problem with having a female cast of Ghostbusters. I just would like it not to suck. That's really all I ask, if anything. Anyway, so got those, which I thought was super cool. Don't fall. Please don't fall. Little replicas from the TV series of Batman. And to show off to Optic Racer. Don't worry, it was not the Marvel one. Thor, Loki, and Iron Man. I'm trying to get this to turn correctly. Little cars. I was super excited about that. And that's kind of where we're at. And now we're talking about the difference between it was the gold Batman itself. That's what that was. Those posters behind you are mega. I assume that's a good thing. I certainly hope. Or do you mean like their size? Because I think they're like regular movie poster size. I think. Maybe? Well, I think these are really the size when they're like released on video. But like the ones that are at the theater, I think are about another 3 or 4 inches bigger. Batmobile. Well, the one from the TV series. And then, like, the gold... Oh, my God. Anyway, and this one, and I'm not sure what film this comes from. Like, which one had this particular type. I don't know if it was the Mike Keaton one or not. So I'm not entirely sure. But the fact that it's gold, like a gold Batmobile, for 94 cents, that's not bad. I was like, it's weird. I can dig weird. I am weird. So that's kind of where we're at on that. Just to get you quick caught up. And then I was bitching about people at Walmart, how those two are okay, but down there it's like they need a ringmaster. Yeah. Curritos are so cool. Curritos. I don't know what a Currito is. It sounds like a type of chip. I like Doritos. Yeah? I think our Aunt Jazzie's here. Well, it's not our aunt. It's my daughter's Aunt Jazzie. But we just call her Aunt Jazzie in general, of course. And I think her mom. So her other grandmother is here. Let me go check. Right back. Did you get that Mattis? Oh, I got these at Walmart. Except for these. Oh, don't drop that shit, please. And this, I got off Craigslist. This guy was selling 5 of these little cars. Because this was the 5th, was kind of like a little filler. But it's kind of cute. And put it somewhere. Like, if somebody wants it. I mean, I don't know. Someone just said about treasure hunt. It has like some strange marking. It's like super. Yeah, there's no way that's going to focus. That's just not going to work. Oh, Corritos is Spanish for little cars. Itos. Yeah, Itos. Yeah, I've heard that for like something small. Me and someone else used to know someone whose last name was Gunn, and he called their new baby Little Pistolito. So I remember that. Okay, yeah. Curry, little. All right. I'm bad at it rung a bell. So okay. So Doritos would be little doors. I'm wondering now. Little chips. But anyway, I got these off Craigslist. He's got more. So I'm actually contemplating checking and see. Because there was like 1 or 2 others that I was kind of interested in, but I was like, But I really couldn't pass up the Ghostbusters and the Batman. Especially like duplicates. Kind of. Like I said, kind of because this one's wheels are gold and the other one's wheels are silver. So I'm really kind of not sure the story to that. Like what that's about. I'll probably have to look it up. But at the very least, having duplicates, it would be cute to like give somebody as a gift if they're interested. Yeah, it does sound like some of the family has arrived. Excuse me. And apparently, Jazzy has to have a serious talk with me. Not that I did anything wrong, but like to talk to me about helping with something. And I'm just like, So like, I got my filming room back, and now I might not again. So it's like, oh shit. So it's really hard to stream from my room because there's really like not a lot of proper wall space where you can have like just like a decorative kind of thing going. So I just like got something. I'm like, plus this is the only room in the house that someone isn't playing fucking video games because they play it in there, they play it in the back office, and they play it in like one of the bedrooms. There's somebody crying. There's no crying in baseball. Kidding. I'll be right back though. Hold on. Oh, I thought Nobody was crying. I was coming to see what happened. I was going to see whose dreams had been dashed. What? Alright. Okay, thanks, Jazzy little girl. She was making like little funny sounds, playing with something, and sometimes her sound like little giggles, sometimes sound like little stifled cries. And so I was like, did I? Yeah, it's on fire. Yeah, Walmart is a place for Hot Wheels and Matchbox. Yeah. I think it's just like handle one thing at a time because I'm still learning apparently the Hot Wheels thing. I mean, I understand there's like collections that you well collect. Apparently there's a marking on some of them that indicate a treasure hunt. That's a lot to learn in 3 days. That's a lot. Because apparently I am talking to a room full of people who have done this for years. So I figured I would start with the best of intentions, which is basically find something, whether it's important or not, like in the grand scheme of things, but I like the way it looks, I think it's cute, get it. Why not? Because, then you're happy with it no matter what. And if it happens to be important, it happens to be collectible, then that's even better. But at least it's like, even if it's not worth anything to anyone else, it's still something I like. So, it'd be silly advice if I did. So, I'm assuming that Matchbox? Pretty good. Yeah, Matchbox is probably very similar. But, I don't know. I'm going to deal with that. So, I mean, many collectors love them and get them back. Oh, yeah, there's like. Alright, so two things that surprised me. One, I'm under the impression there's a Fast and the Furious show. Not movies, show. I'm guessing. Because while I was looking for another Batmobile, or any other cars that would DC at all, I ran into something that said Fast and Furious, and I guess the character's name, didn't recognize it, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And it apparently indicated it was like a TV show. So there was that car, but I'm like, so technically that does fit my criteria for like, television related cars, but I didn't even know that show existed. So like, it's got to be something I at least give a shit about, or maybe have seen, or kind of like. Like, I think after Fast and Furious 3, 4 maybe. I don't know. I saw it. Wait, yeah, because like my second husband kept making me. Oh, swap meets, antique stores. Oh, good lord, yes, I will. Unfortunately, those are closed right now. So sadly, yeah. If I find vintage ones, I mean, this depends on what it is. Like, I am probably gonna need like an expert to escort me through that because there's probably ones that might be worth money that I'm just gonna pass up and look over because it's not cute. It's not what I want. It's not. Oh, it has nothing to do with the movie. Nah. And end up being like a $10,000 fucking car. I do that too. Watch. That'll fucking happen. I almost guarantee it. So I'm so gonna need like someone to like escort me through and be like, all right, you see that mark? You want that? Oh, okay. And that way I can help fund my new car fix after the Corona craziness. Yeah, that's just gonna have to taper off because let's be honest. Like, when's the last time anybody cured anything? For the most part, it's just antibiotics that cure stuff. I mean, you have cancer treatments. There's treatments for HIV. So there's treatments. There's no cures. So when they talk this craziness that we're going to have to stay hunkered down for the cure, we might as well just brick up our fucking doors or say fuck that and live your life, which is kind of where I'm at on this. Because honestly, the media doesn't tell you how many diseases are out there and how many don't even have cures. If we knew that, we'd probably be too afraid to ever leave the house. Truth be told. I found it an interesting hobby to check out virology and epidemiology for on and off for 10 years. There's a lot of scary things out there that have no cure. But they picked something that's, I don't know, whatever happened in China, I don't think it's the same thing as we got here. Probably smallpox. No, well, I mean, they have treatment for smallpox. It's not fun. It leaves marks. But things like fever, dehydration, a lot of that was what was killing people with smallpox. Now we have ways of controlling fevers and giving IV fluids and stuff to So even if you did catch it, they can get you over that hump that mostly would have killed people 100 years ago. So, yeah, and yeah, and proper and just everybody's acting like, oh, clean your hands, this and that, wash your hands. I was at Walmart and I heard this on the intercom. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. I could have sworn, like back in the day when we were kids, we were told to watch for at least 30 or 40 seconds. I guess our standards dropped. But the fact that all this stuff they're telling us is shit we were taught in kindergarten and first grade. Give each other personal space, keep your hands to yourself, wash your hands, and don't be gross. And everybody's acting like that. It's like, this should not be a trend. This should not be a new fad. This should be something everybody should have been doing in the fucking first place. Like, I saw this one thing where somebody's like, I bet people aren't walking around eating grapes out of the fucking bag while going through Walmart anymore. And I'm like, he's not wrong. I am very retentive. Even before this happened, I would wash my vegetables and fruit. I would, like with tomatoes, like I would just get like Dawn soap and medium water and scrub it until gently scrub it until it didn't feel like soap on it anymore. And things like fruits and vegetables, like you can put like a colander. I pour vinegar on it, white cleaning vinegar. Kind of carefully shuffle around and rinse the hell out of it. That should get off most junk, germs, dirt, skin oil. It's better than nothing. It's better than just eating whatever the fuck someone else just had their hands on. I've always done that. I've done that for years before this apocalypse shit. Oh, hey, Scott. How have you been, darling? Soap is better, kitty, than what we had. Right. Because sometimes just good old-fashioned soap and water, Sometimes it's just, sometimes you just get back to the basics. It works. So, yeah. Oh, Maura, here the Walmart is cleaning the self-service station. After self-service station. Oh, the fuel islands. Is that what you mean? The fuel islands? Well, that's good. Because honestly, before this apocalypse, like I would wear rubber gloves to pump my gas. Because I would always see gas stations cleaning the windows, getting that hose out and hosing the parking lot, but I never saw them clean the fucking nozzle handles. And I'm like, yeah. That always kind of was cringe anyway. And watching all these people adjust to the idea that germs and gunk and viruses literally could be anywhere at any moment. And I'm like, welcome to my world. What's it feel like to be obsessed with germaphobe? So I had a lot easier time adjusting to this than a lot of people did. And at first I actually thought it was kind of cool. Not people getting sick. Please don't misunderstand. But the fact that people were learning to wash their fucking hands again, because apparently this is a lesson they forgot as a child. Giving each other personal space. Now, if we could learn to self-distance with our cars instead of tailgating, we'd be about complete. I have no problem wearing a mask, personally. I don't care if someone else does or doesn't. Just don't cough on me, that's all I ask. I think it's kind of cool. You get to have your, design your, get yourself a mask, put on whatever fabric you want. It's kind of neat. And, then I got over the thought that it was neat. And like I said, it's the social cues and encouraged behaviors that I was kind of finding cool. Not the panic and people being sick. No, please don't misunderstand. But I realized, I personally don't miss theaters being open because I didn't go. Didn't care. Didn't go to clubs because if anything's going to make me feel like I'm fucking 50, it's going to a fucking nightclub. Everybody's congregated apparently right outside that door. Anyway, I am showing off my nerdy collection of, about 3 days ago, a bug hit me of wanting movie and show related little cars. Batman, and I got Marvel, Iron Man, Thor. I'm sorry, Loki and Thor. I hope if I actually look at the package. Hey Slasher, I have 2 A-Team bands. He's not. I didn't know it was 2, but I knew he had at least 1. That I didn't know. I think I saw that. So that's true. Okay, yeah, you know, like not that you were offering, but yeah, you can totally keep that because I'm not a fan of the 18 thing. I know I was so super excited. I couldn't believe it. I also got like this found this yesterday, like a gold Batmobile. Like I don't know why there would be a gold Batmobile. I am really not entirely fucking sure. You have two different scale. I think they're the same size, if I remember. Well, you know, actually, I only saw the one, so I can't actually vouch for the other side. So never mind, let him answer. Anyway, so yeah, pretty much got that going on. Oh my God! Hi, Sorta Rican. How are you do? No, ooh, wrong question. Wrong question. Hey, Sorta Rican. It's so great to have you here. I hope you're feeling better. No, you wouldn't be. Um, Everybody send Sorta Rican a big hug and some hearts right now. I'm not trying to put his business out there, but he needs some love. So would y'all like throw some hearts into the chat at him, please? Like I'm saying, like yeah, there's never a good question to ask when something bad like that happens. So I say the way you were like, I was gonna like, how you doing? No, yeah, no, like when it happened to me, I wasn't okay. Yeah, yeah. So I know it sucks, and it's going to suck. It's going to continue to suck. And you're probably surrounded by people who mean well and are going to tell you, it's going to get better. You know, time heals all wounds. And you just learn to live with the wounds. That's what they never told me. That's what I had to figure out. But I do send you lots of love, though. Everybody should send Puerto Rican some love. But we are talking about nerdy little cars, little Ghostbuster cars. Yeah, I collected Batmobile models. I You probably showed me, and I just thank you, Jim Henry. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to figure out why one has gold and one has silver. Like, I'm assuming it's different release dates, obviously, but like, if one means something more than the other, or it's more important. Because I mean, it's not that I'm necessarily out to sell them or anything. But if one of them is $50,000, I'm not fucking stupid. I'm saying. Well, expectedly crappy, but I'm more peaceful minded too. Well, hang on to that because just to warn you, because again, no one warned me. Like, it feels terrible, and then you think, okay, you feel like, you know, well, at least on the bright side, it, you know, everything's at peace. And then it might sneak up on one day and suddenly, like, grief kicks in harder and you thought you were over it and you weren't. So, just, like, yeah, you're welcome to DM me, obviously. It's like you wake up in the middle of the night. If I'm awake, I will answer you. Like, if that kind of, it finally hits you kind of feel hits. Because, yeah, that's again something no one told me. I didn't go to a counselor. I didn't go to a grieving therapist or any of that shit. So everything I figured out, I had to figure out pretty much by myself, and that sucked. So I figured I'd at least throw some warning your way, and like just in case, like I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you and give you the usual phrases people give when something bad like that happens. May I share? Of course. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I was just trying not to put your business out there. You're absolutely welcome to. In fact, I need to go tinkle, so I will let you chat with everybody. And yeah, but this will explain why I wanted y'all to send in hearts. And I need to go to the bathroom. So you go ahead because I only know a little. I know that she wasn't feeling good and this and that, but I wasn't fully sure. Like I didn't wasn't able to keep up with all the tweets to be able to get the full story like you can. So I'll be back. Okay, sorry. Yeah, see, that's, 95. That's a long life. And of course, it never seems like it's long enough when you miss someone you want to stay. She was admitted 2 days ago to the nursing home with prior health issues. I had me. Oh, jeez. Oh, for families with in either like elderly care or like disabilities, a lot of hospitals were sending out forms telling them to sign a DNR. They basically wouldn't have to bother trying to keep them alive with what was going on. Oh, I misunderstood whose mom was 95. I'm sorry. Did it even test? Because a lot of places will just label something a COVID death without actually even drawing the blood to see if it's in the system or not. They a lot of times they've been testing for coronavirus, which is one of the three viruses that creates the common cold. And if the hospitals and care places, they get a certain amount of money, like for every patient that dies of COVID, and so they'll put it on the death certificate, even if that's not what actually happened. So yeah, I'm sitting here like, "Oh." And I think somewhere it said a couple places said they this fund that's set aside for this epidemic or pandemic, whatever you want to call it. The hospitals get $39,000, I think, for either putting people on ventilators or the death. There's some other amount for ventilators usage. So the facility was on lockdown, no visitors for weeks. So it may have been. It could have. It could have been, or she just died of natural causes, and so they labeled it a COVID death. There is a senator slash doctor up in Minnesota who actually went on the news and it actually was shown in a whole bunch of places. And he came out and admitted that he had been sent paperwork that if even in elderly care, if the person dies, even if they had prior existing issues like asthma or heart disease or diabetes or anything, or just old age, to label it a COVID death. He said that that was not only illegal but immoral, and unless he does a test to find out if his patient had it, he's not putting it on the death certificate. But a lot of doctors were sent orders to label things a COVID death when they weren't. And they were even saying that they weren't going to, like, if you check my Twitter, like, going down the line, there's, if you check media, it'll show you pictures. The New York Times came out and even said that since there's a lack of tests or whatever, that a lot of deaths are being labeled as COVID, even if there's no proof that that was the actual problem. So, I do not know. And, like, yeah, it kind of concerns me because, like, without proper statistics, it screws up everything because we need to know how often what one out of however many get it, how many of them, will be ill. Because there's some people who get super sick and survive. There are some, like 100 years old, and come out alive. So yeah, I had to wait for the test results for COVID. They got called as soon as the test came back positive. Oh, so you have it. Oh my. How are you feeling? Do you feel anything? Do you feel kind of sickly? Like, yeah. So what's odd is that the staff members. Oh, I just fucked up my. I forgot my laptop is touchscreen. I hope it's still on mute. Oh, good, it is still on mute. Thank God. Oh, I lost my mind. Give me a minute. Apparently, everybody, we don't do this very often, but apparently everybody decided to sit down and have dinner 5 feet on the other side of that door. Almost nobody actually has sit down dinner here. So they're doing it on live streaming. And I don't think it's on purpose, but it's kind of like, really, you guys? So. But yeah. Oh, let me scroll this down so I can see the chat better. Sorry. My son and I. Not me. My mom. Oh. Anyway, and what's interesting is I don't understand why they would not have tested the staff members correctly. Because checking for a fever, like you said, could be asymptomatic. It's bullshit. So either they're just being careless, or it's possible she didn't die of COVID. They just labeled it that so they could get part of the funding that is set aside for this. If you look it up, there is billions of dollars set aside to give out to hospitals and other hospital-like places for any COVID deaths they have. So, more, I gotta go. I'm gonna be joining these are Cool's live stream. I don't know what that is, but it sounds fun. But we're glad you came by, Scott. And lots of hugs. Hopefully we'll see you around. I contacted the state to inform them as well about the nursing home. So either they were careless or they lied on the death certificate. And I think if you can do it, I think you should do your best to get an investigation. Absolutely. Like, did anybody else there have COVID? Did any of the other people die of it? Or did it need, can they test the workers there? Because if none of the employees have it, and they've been locked down this whole time, there's not any logical way she could have caught it. So that means that they would have lied. I think you should have them investigated. And if anybody else's family members have died within that time zone, time range, whatever, I think you should try to find a way to, basically get them together and see if their family members actually did die of that or if they're making it up. Because the death certificate is an official document. Just like a birth certificate, it is an official document. If they lied on a death certificate, that is fraud. So I think you should definitely look into that. Because if they label it that, they'd just be using your mom's death as a way of making some extra money. And I think that's shit like that. Don't let them jerk you around. Don't let them fuck with you. In Jersey, if a patient gets the executive orders to inform families and patients. Well, yeah. But if she's been locked down for weeks, it's a lot of nursing homes are scandalous. There's a lot of times hospice and nursing homes, they kind of run things in a very scandalous fashion. And so, with it being locked down and people unable to visit, I imagine that there's probably corruption running even more rampant because it's harder to go check on it and getting intel from the inside on what's happening and what's being done. So I think you and a few others should probably get together and start investigating some of these places. Because of, I'm sure, certain laws, it might be hard for you to know or find out if other people had died or could have in some fashion, another patient had it. But an attorney could probably get away getting a judge's order to see if there's other people in your position. It's worth a shot, I think. Because there's been a lot of sneaky. Exactly. If she's the first, then there are many more. Exactly. Is she the first or is she the second? Is she the third? Is she the fourth? If somebody died a week or so ago of COVID, why were you not informed that your mom was in the same living facility as somebody who's infected? See what I'm saying? Something isn't right. Something's weird here. So, yeah. I never trusted. I don't trust. I have my reasons why I don't trust hospice places, and I don't see retirement homes being really much different than hospice cares for the most part. Because one can turn into the other very quickly if a person happens to fall, break a leg, whatever, and suddenly they act like they're not worth saving. And I think it's crap. Take care, more. Lots of hugs to you, Scotty. Okay. Yeah, and if they didn't inform you that, or isolate the patient, or I don't know, like if they've been on lockdown, they should have like had probably at least a skeleton crew of people working there. My mom was already on her own in her own room for infectious leg wounds. Ooh, shit. Couldn't walk. Had no alleged contact with other patients. If she had leg wounds, oh, with other patients. Okay, so it's entirely okay. So here's the thing: if any other patients have it, that would indicate that maybe the worker did not clean their hands or take proper precautions going from one patient to the other. They maybe wore the same gloves for both patients. Things like that can happen, especially if someone's got open wounds on their legs. I mean, you might as well just cough right in their fucking face, honestly. I mean, it's an open wound to the bloodstream and shit. So, I mean, it all leads to stab. So, yeah, you need to see if you can get them tested, like, to see if they have it. And to look for the COVID virus, not corona. Because if anybody's ever had a cold, there's a good chance that we all have antibodies toward corona, because that's one of the common cold viruses. COVID is a coronavirus with teeth and legs. It's a little different, and they've been a lot of the tests were either contaminated already or just didn't work. So so it's quite possible, whether it's negligence on not testing their employees properly, or and I hate to suggest such a thing, but possibly neglect in general led to her death, and they're just labeling it a COVID death so nobody sues or blames them. But I always, even though I know it's a very raw and very unhappy emotional time for you right now because it's so fresh, I try to tell people to look into that shit. Don't let that slide, because don't let your heart break. You know, I know it's debilitating, but don't if there's a chance her death led from their neglect, don't let them get away with it. Don't let that shit slide. Monday is when I will try to right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yes. Oh yes, yeah. I mean, what is this? Is it Saturday? Is it Sunday? Yeah, I think it's Saturday. So yeah, it's probably one what you can do. So just kind of, you know, you know, yeah, be there for your son and like tell him it's okay to cry and get it out if he needs to. Sometimes a good cry is good for you, weirdly enough. So yeah, just kind of do that so you can kind of depressurize, so to speak. But like Monday comes, be ready. Because doing if you able to investigate, you might be able to help a lot of other people, and you might if they're committing any kind of fraud, you can help stop these people. There's probably maybe other people out there just like you who are waiting for someone to take the lead, and then be like, yeah, my mom died in that place too, and they didn't do this, and there you go. Suddenly you build yourself an army to stop corrupt people from getting away with their shit. Because a lot of times, like I said, they'll label it as something, because a lot of times there's neglect of some kind, whether they didn't wash their hands, or whether they didn't change the bedding for the patient, or change. You said she had wounds on her legs. It's possible they didn't keep the wounds clean well enough, and they don't want to get in trouble for not keeping her legs in proper condition, and just label it COVID death so they didn't get sued. So you can, yeah, don't let those motherfuckers get away with it. If they've done something wrong, nail them to the wall. That's my attitude on it. Sometimes when someone goes, we have no one to blame, like, and that's kind of an annoying feeling because you want someone held responsible. And in some instances like this, you may actually get that. And if it all comes out okay, that everything they said was actually legit, then no wrongdoing, no harm done, no wrongdoing. At least you'll know. You just play video games right now. Everybody handles shit in their own way. Yes, for the other families, yes, because it's possible that right. Because I'll tell you right now, when this first happens, like you're kind of like in a weird state of shock, but not at the same time. Like you feel like you're in sync with yourself, and yet you're not. You know, like almost like you're going through the motions. You're doing what you need to do, and you're trying not to think about it, and then you catch yourself feeling guilty that you're not thinking about it, and it's really complicated mess. It is. So I don't. I mean, I would. It's the only time I think I'll ever say this. I wish I lived in Jersey, man. I'd be like right beside you, ready to like knock on doors, be like, "Yeah, you have fucking you need to answer some of his questions." You know, like I would be. You'd be trying to hold me back. Like, yeah, I would. Yeah, I am super about investigating any kind of deaths that might be suspicious like this, because so often the elderly are not taken care of properly or disabled. That really just absolutely just frosts my cookies and pisses me off. I was at least able to through FaceTime to be able to see her, say goodbye. Oh, that's good. Hospital staff was fantastic, understanding in that moment. Well, it's possible the entire staff isn't responsible. It could be one or two people that were responsible. And besides, God, they they sure as hell better let you have had FaceTime. Mm. So they probably are nice. It could be legitimately they were nice and caring, and it could be they were trying to protect their ass. So I'm a very interesting person, but I have reason to be. So, because as far as I'm concerned, my dad was pretty much murdered by Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and Good Shepherd Hospice. As far as I'm concerned, he was murdered. So, and yeah, it took a long time for me to try to kind of figure out in my head what had happened. It's kind of yeah, but I am glad you got to at least talk to her a little bit. This week, my fiery Latino side will not let this go quietly. Good. As a Libra, I approve. But anywho, there appears to be a Wendy's chicken sandwich with honey mustard sauce waiting for me. I'm a sucker for that. I'm not gonna lie. Right? Exactly. I hope you find justice if there is to be found. Like, I mean, I don't want anyone getting blamed for something they didn't do either. But oh yeah, so often people or trained in situations or conditioned. Like, oh, my family member, they were old, they were sick, and they told me it's been coming for a long time. And so, in a way, we're conditioned to accept the inevitability. Even if that inevitability actually safely and not so bad could be prolonged, or possibly even, well, I guess technically it's always prolonging it, no matter what age you are, is, yeah. But yeah, that a lot of times people just kind of roll with it because, well, these people are professionals and they've dealt with this before, so they're just going to guide me through it instead of stopping your tracks and going, wait a minute, wait, and asking questions. A lot of people don't do that. Like, I didn't do that in time. I did near the end. I didn't do it in time to save my dad. So I blame myself partially for his death, which is really fucking depressing. I probably shouldn't even bring that up right now, actually. This was all supposed to be cheery and people getting to vent their bit. And yeah, so I probably should have brought that up. Sorry. Anyway, oh, absolutely, of course, Puerto Rican. Always welcome here. Now, how about some? Well, I had already shown off like little cars I had gotten, and I was basically, yeah, I don't know if I'm hoping I'll find more of these. They're like the kind of vintage replica style they kind of have. I mean, the card itself is not vintage, obviously, but like the packaging looking kind of old school. I like it. Like I was originally just gonna get the Loki, and I was like, we can't have Loki without Thor, you know. And then I went back and got the Iron Man because it fascinated me that somebody on eBay was trying to sell the Iron Man one for like 400. I'm like, I don't know if it's worth that, but if I, but they might as well go together. That baseball cards. I have basketball cards. I do not have baseball cards. And the only reason I have basketball cards is because how old am I now? Oh God, I think I'm almost 39. Uh, so I was like 15 or 16, and me and my dad went to a garage sale, and it was your normal layout. And in this box was like a stack of fucking basketball cards, and and they weren't in a package. They were all like loose, but like lined up nicely. And I was like, how much are these? It was something. It wasn't much. It was like $5 for like 100 of them, maybe more. I never really counted it. Anyway, so they're like, I think they were like from the 93, 94 season. And like, it's a whole bunch of different teams, like Celts, Sonics. I don't remember. I know I had a Larry Bird, but I don't know what happened to that. Oh, I did have one football card. Actually, there was two, but I gave one to someone who's like a super fan because it was basically a duplicate anyway. But I have a Emmett Smith rookie card that I got that same day with the basketball cards. I collect mold, spores, and fungus. Very nice Ghostbusters reference. I would like to grow mold and fungus too, but this is very hard to grow. At least the kind I want. Basketball, football, nice. Yeah, I had a Dennis Rodman and Larry Bird. Uh, that one guy, that one basketball player who ended up doing commentary on basketball games. I forget his name. I hope somebody like answers in there or something. I don't remember. But I know there's probably a couple that did. A certain type would be nice. I don't know. Right. No shit. You got to have the right music and setting and go into it with the right mindset. Like, I wouldn't want you to have a bad time with him. But, you know what, Puerto Rican? DM me later about that. Let's see what I can do. I mean, we can discuss theories on it. But yeah, I don't know who all I have. Like, I'm more likely to. I don't. It's not. I don't know many of the players that are on the basketball cards. Like, there's a few that are familiar because there's some. No, it's not Magic Johnson. You have. I'm sorry, you have Magic Johnson rookie card. We had 3 card panels that year. I also have a bird. Cool. Yes, research. Yes. And of course, it's hard to do research in science without specimens, obviously. So I'd like to get into coin collecting again. Bro. I might live stream again later because I think Saturday night is when like all the big channels like to stream. So I would pretty much have I have 6 people here. That's not bad. I have 2 shackers. Yeah, I guess just to show it. I guess because it's in the other room, I can go get my image Smith. It's in that little it's like a plastic case thing that's like bolted at the 4 corners. It's kind of scuffed up, but the card inside's okay. I'll get it real quick. I have weird random stuff. Like, I don't even care about sports, but if I happen to come across something that looks like it might be cool and it's cheap, I'll be like, oh, okay. So, yeah. I'm trying to. There we go. Tilting it the right way so you can kind of see it. Because like there's light this way and there's a light this way, and so it's like, of course, like where's the shit? Yeah, copyright 1990. Okay, and it's got like the gold color all around it and stuff. So yeah, I last I looked, like I think it goes for like $5 or something. I think. But to be fair, my dad used to say things are worth what people are willing to pay for them. Because there could be somebody who's such a super fan, they would pay like $100 because they love it so much, you know. So yeah, but I got that the same day I got the basketball cards. You know, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because I had heard rookie cards were like important because like baseball cards have been around, sports cards have been around forever. So you know, with your rookie card, you're automatically like, this could be something. Was always envious of collecting. However, I was too poor to do so. Sell it on eBay. I doubt it. If I look on eBay right now, like it'd probably go for like $5. Because a lot of people are putting stuff on eBay wanting a lot of money. It doesn't mean anybody's buying them. Like I said, I bought that for one of those little cars for like $1.90, $1.27. Why am I keep saying 97? I don't know what's wrong with me. But less than $2. I have a 1996 pinky finger in a jar. Okay. So you got like a Jeffrey Dahmer collection going or something? That's just off-putting. Shark fetus and formaldehyde somewhere. Well, it's just getting something weird. Oh, hey, Big Steve. Sorry, the conversation started turning strange. Anyways, yeah, I was gonna wrap it up as the last part of the show that I had a next rookie card. I was like, oh, I was thinking if like maybe like if I come across somebody who really super likes it, I might give them to it as a gift or something. I don't know, because like I don't know. Dude, I was poor too though. Like those basketball cards I got, like less than $10 for like 100 of them because they were only like 3 years old when I got them, and now obviously they're older. I am not easy. There is nothing. I am difficult. Ask people who know me. I am difficult. I'm too poor to collect people. Yeah, kind of. We really should collect people. Like, yeah. There was a war about that. I'm kidding. Anyway, is that a ghost in your house? You're just weird looking. Anyway, but anywho, so well, I guess we don't want to go too long. So I'm a computer nerd. I spend more on computers than vehicles. I know a few people like that. She's having a rager in the night. It's not a rager. Everybody's sitting down having dinner and talking. It's not a rager. We're we're not ragey people. We're fairly quiet, dull people. But fun. I don't know why I got you with that one. No, no, you didn't. I didn't think you actually had a pinky in a jar. It was just sort of a disturbing image. I'm like, ew. Like, what is wrong with you? What is with your mindset to make you go to that dark place? That's where I was at on it. It's like, eh. Anywho, all her is if it doesn't go right, we're gonna be doing it in the dark. It's like, I guess we're gonna be working on something outside. I guess. Anyways, but I I had Jazzy's here. Anyways, but I guess I'll head out. Rambling Canuck, God bless it. You'll have to rewatch it because I was about to tell everybody goodbye and rise and rise and like you can see some of the nerdy little Hot Wheels cars I got. I got a bunch of artificial legs. Okay. Y'all are so strange. Love y'all, but man, y'all are strange. Anyway, y'all are funny too. But anyway, love y'all, and I'm gonna hop off and go eat some food. Because I'm supposed to do that every once in a while. Anyways, but I might stream later, or maybe I'll just go visit other people's live streams and say hi. I don't know. I haven't decided what the hell I'm doing. But either way, I need to get these back in my room and up on the wall because I do not want a certain little girl to come in here and say, "Ooh, toys," and tear into it because she's like, I think she's like 5. And I don't, yeah, I don't want to have to kill a 5-year-old. Aw, of course. Well, you're always nice to me, Puerto Rican. You always have been. Ever since I started. You've always been awesome. And lots of hugs to you. Trying to think of something else good to say. And like, sometimes there isn't really a whole lot to say. So I know how you feel. And mwah. Anyway, but lots of hugs to everyone. King Henry and Wookie and who all up there. Big Steve. Rambling Canuck. Love all y'all. Mwah. An Optic Racer who came to visit, which is awesome. Anyway, down here at the bottom. Anyway, thank y'all so much for visiting. All of this awesome. Yeah. Had to hit it